Hi everyone, Joe here, and today we're going to be learning how to read a ruler. And I think it's a pretty good skill to know. You may not know how to use one, maybe you do, but maybe it's an easier way to do it. Doesn't matter, this video should help you out. And I think the best way to understand how to read a ruler is if you actually try to build one yourself. So if I take this paper and I draw a ruler on here, okay? This is my own ruler. I'm going to label this from 0 to 1. I'm going to call this units of inches. This is not really an inch. This is not to scale. I'm going to just call it an inch just because it's easier and most rulers are in inches. So this is really just a huge inch. So let's try to measure this pen. Okay? I know this pen, by putting it as my ruler, is less than 1 inch. But I'd like to know how long it really is. So we have to make this ruler more precise. And how can we do that? We can actually take this segment and we can actually cut it in 1/2. Okay? I'm going to call this 1/2. So this just means like 1 out of 2. When you go from here to here, you've traveled 1 piece. Here to here, it's 2 pieces. Okay? So now this ruler has precision now of up to 1/2 inches. So let's take our pen again, measure it. Now we know that our pen is actually less than an inch and it's more than 1/2 inch, okay? But we still need to make it more precise to understand what really this measures to. So again, we're gonna take our pieces and cut them in half. So before we took 1 piece, we come into 2 pieces. Then we have 2 pieces, and we're gonna cut those pieces in half also. Take this piece, cut it in half. Now we have 4 pieces. We can call this 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, and 4 out of 4. When you're dealing with 4s, we call them quarters. So this is 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. All right. So again, let's try to measure a pen. And now we know that it's less than 1 inch, but more than 3/4 of an inch. So again, we have to make this ruler a little more precise. So let's take each piece and cut them in half. All right. So now we have 8 pieces, and we refer to these as eighths. So here we have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. So let's try one more time. And it looks like we can actually measure this pin in up to precision of 1/8. So if we count down, most rules don't actually have these fractions on here, but you can just look to see how many pieces are until 1 inch. So you can count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This pen measures 7/8 of an inch. But let's say we have something that doesn't quite match up to 1/8. Kind of like this, right? This pen cap. It needs a little more precision from this ruler. So we're going to take this and cut it in half one more time for each piece. And most rulers, they go down to either 1/8 or 1/16. Tape measures probably a 1/16. Other rulers 1/8. So here, 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16, 6/16, 7/16, 8/16, 9/16, 10/16, 11/16, 12/16, 13/16, 14/16, 15/16, and 16 out of 16, or 16/16. So now we have a ruler here that has precision of a whole, obviously. If we can do it in halves, we can do it in quarters, we can do it in eighths, and now we can even go down to a 16th. Taking our pen cup again, put it right across here. Okay, so we can say our pen cap measures about 5/16, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/16. All right, taking one more example, let's take this pen here. Okay, around there, let's say. Oh, yeah, okay, like around there, and we can say, all right, all we need, we can either round to 3/4, or we can say it's a little bit under 13/16. And that's pretty much how you read a rule in general. One thing to note though, when you're going to a hardware store communicating with someone else, it's customary to give the fraction in the lowest form. So for example, let's say we measure something to be 8/16, okay? So 8/16. If your top number is even, that means you can still reduce this fraction. So what I do is I just take the top and bottom number and I cut it in half. Okay? And if it's still even, you can still reduce it. Right? And this is still even. Okay? So we know the simplest fraction is a half. I mean, this is a half, this is a half, and this is a half. But when you're communicating to someone else for measurement, you want to give it in the lowest form. That's really it. If you want to complete this ruler, you take this piece here, and you would take it and you would multiply by 12. So you would take this piece and just one after another put 12 pieces, and you'd have a 12-inch ruler or 1 foot, which is common. And then that's really it. If you found this helpful, let me know. Comment, thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, also comment. I'd like to know if this video is helpful at all. Thanks.